Welcome back, Fantasy Endgame community. I'm Pierre, and here to talk about some pitchers that might be worth picking up off the waiver wire heading into week 13. All right, let's actually start with a closer. So you might have heard Kenley Jansen on the IL, and here's the scary thing. It wasn't just an arm issue or one of these regular baseball injuries. It's that irregular heartbeat. You know, he's had issues with this before, so potentially could be something that takes him out for a long time as a precaution. For the time being, at least we know that the Braves are going to need someone else to fill in. And of course, it's got to be Will Smith, right? Will Smith is the guy who was their closer last year, saved 37 games, this still being one of the best teams in baseball. I know AJ Minter is also in play. He's been great lately, but also has a little bit more inconsistency in his baseball track record. Smith has got to be the logical choice here. Braves are probably ready for this. They have an experienced closer who helped them to the World Series last year. So Will Smith is definitely worth a pickup in any format where saves are counted. So a starting pitcher that I'm starting to come around on, David Peterson of the New York Mets. Just saw him go 7 strong innings against my Marlins. That was his longest outing of the season. So somebody who had initially been using the bullpen, but of course the Mets, having almost every single starting pitcher in that rotation injured, had to go to him. He's been stretched out finally, I think it's safe to say, to full length, 7 innings. So he's got his ERA down to 3.10, a 1.24 whip. He's going to strike out a batter per inning, and he's got a pretty good schedule there. If you look at it, the Braves are tough, but then you got the Marlins, you got the Nationals, and the Phillies without Bryce Harper. Look, he's going to get some good matchups, and that continues this next time out. When he takes them out, he's going to get to play the Texas Rangers, who have been one of the biggest underachievers on offense this season. So David Peterson is definitely worth a pickup. All right, now to the AL East. Let's look at a Red Sox pitcher by the name of Josh Wincowski. So he's somebody who has, again, been thrust into the lineup out of necessity. He's done pretty well. He's won 3 straight decisions. His ERA is about 3.60, 1.45 whip. He's going at least 5 innings for them each time out. He gets the Cubs next. That's almost a must start in that matchup, the way the Cubs have been playing. And then Tampa, which is pretty good because, again, they're rolling out so many rookies these days. So Wincowski, to me, more of a streamer, a guy that I would take a chance on the next couple of times out, see how he does. If you need help in wins especially, a good chance he can get you some. And that's hard to come by, definitely hard to predict. But I would say take a shot on Wincowski if you're looking for a short-term streamer. Now, how about getting wins from a Baltimore Orioles pitcher? Tyler Wells just pitched 5 strong innings against Seattle, got the win. That means 3 straight wins for Tyler Wells. Wells is a guy who's been actually really efficient all year, done a good job of commanding the strike zone. You'd think for somebody who looks so imposing that he would be striking out a ton of batters. That's the downside. He really isn't. He's pitching to contact, but only 43 strikeouts in almost 70 innings. So you're going to be underwhelmed by the strikeouts, but he's actually winning games in Baltimore. He's finding a way to do it. He's got a 3.23 ERA and 1.03 whip on the season, and he's been out there every 5 days. So at this point, we have to really look at him and take a strong look. Take him seriously as a fantasy starter. And then for those of you in leagues that count holds or save plus holds, why not go back to Michael Fulmer of Detroit? Might have forgot about him. Former starter, turned closer, now mid reliever, but he's going to be the next guy up for saves if something happens with Gregory Soto, and he's done a really good job. He's got 12 holds on the season. He's got an ERA of 2 flat. He's got a whip under 1, and he's striking out about a batter per inning. This is the type of pitcher who I like to mention that even if you really don't need holds, or even if you're not looking for a speculative closer, he can help your ratios. He's going to be kind of that stabilizer, right, for the ERA and whip. You know you're not going to get any blow-up outings from him. So Michael Fulmer, a guy, again, mainly for those holds, save plus holds leagues, but he's not going to hurt you in any respect if you add him in roto leagues. All right, those are my pitcher recommendations heading into week 13. Check out the hitter version of this also. Guys, we are always here to help you all season long win at fantasy baseball.